Hey guys, Mr. 3D here. In today's video, I'm bringing you an update for today's weekly update for the mixtape. Now, for those that don't know, within TitanFall 2, many people complain that the game modes within TitanFall 2 were very sparse. When I mean sparse, I mean basically not many people would play, say, CTF or Bounty Hunter or Pilot vs. Pilot. And it's because of this, many players would leave the game because if there's a specific game mode that wasn't filled in, there was no way for that person to play it, because no matter how many times they queued up, the chances of people filling up that space was quite low. Now, queue around February time, where they released the Lifestyle DLC, and they also bring up a mixtape update. They basically changed it so now the game modes are all, so that now the game modes can be organized into a style that we feel comfortable in, and basically allows us to be put into a lobby as quickly as possible. So basically we'll be able to fit up lobbies for specific game modes at a much quicker rate compared to how it was before. And it's been working quite successfully for all platforms. So now, what they've also done to further extend this is that on a weekly basis, they bring out a new game mode and slap on a double XP for that game mode for, I believe, around 7 days. So it will start from Tuesday and it will end the week after, so the next Tuesday. And each week will be a new specific game mode. This way it basically filters around which game mode is being, all the current game modes available, and what current game modes can be played by players, and basically it allows us to have a feel of all the game modes. So if you never played free for all, there's a chance that within a week or so we could be playing free for all or LTS or attrition, and basically this will rotate on a regularly weekly basis for everyone to enjoy. So now, this week's mixtape for double EXP is focusing on LTS. Now, for those that don't know, LTS is basically Titan vs. Titan, and in the game mode here, both teams will be based within the Titans. You can exit your Titan, although it's not exactly wise unless you're going off to get a battery, but both teams will be based in their Titans, and both teams need to wipe out each other's Titans until only one Titan survives. Thus, LTS standing last Titan standing. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm basically going to provide you some tips. Usually I'll provide you tips, or a few tips, or even maybe just one tip every weekly for every time a new game mode is revealed for the double EXP. So today's tip is going to be focusing on getting the battery. Now, when you arrive onto a map using your Titan, the one thing I always recommend, and one thing that many people recommend, is to always go straight for the battery. No matter what happens, find the nearest battery and go straight to it. Now, the battery is a lifesaver because not only will you have a full health, but also means that you'll have an extra shield that will protect you, and this will basically allow you to survive much longer compared to all your other friends and competitors. But at the same time, you have to be aware of that while you go off to get a battery, another team will be going off and getting a battery. And this is also quite risky, considering that you could end up in a situation where the moment you get your battery, another pilot will come in and they will probably most likely attack you and kill you for that battery. If that does happen, that basically means that your Titan is left roaming. And if you don't have an assault chip attached to them, even though assault chip isn't really that useful for some Titans, it could basically put you into a very tough situation. And how this helps your teammates, we don't know. In many ways, it could help your teammates a lot, or it could end very terribly. Now, ideally, if you want to be quite effective with this, be sure to bring a loadout that is designed for taking on pilots from long, medium and distance, but also designed for taking on other Titans, as because considering the fact that if your Titan gets destroyed, you still have a very high chance of escaping and then using your own abilities or using your own weapons, mainly your own secondary weapons, to take on the enemy team's Titans. So in many ways, you'll still be supportive as much as possible. But that's probably one of the tips I'm going to be providing for today's video. If you do keep watch on my other ones every Tuesday, I will be bringing you some more tips, something to help you out on your trickle. But in general, this is one of the main tips that I recommend to people. When you come out of your Titan, no matter whether you're a pro or whether you're new, by all means find the nearest area that has a battery, go run to that battery, get it, go into your Titan, use it for just your Titan unless you're one of the people that want to support your teammates, and by all means stick with your teammates, because you being a powerhouse with your own battery to give you an extra shield is quite devastating against a team that doesn't have a shield. So I do hope you enjoy the video. So we'll be doing this on a more weekly basis. So every Tuesday, if you do sit by, I will be doing this. So I do hope you enjoy the video. If you did, then leave a like for more, or if not, then leave a dislike. But do please comment stating why you didn't like it. As if you want to criticize my video, by all means, then please leave a comment, as that makes my life a bit more easier. But by all means, thank you all for watching. Do subscribe if you enjoy the content and want to see more like this. And I do hope you have a nice day.